up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, honey. We're down here to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Love and Marriage Huntsville was just okay as well. It was okay. I only have one page of notes, just like with Dubai. I didn't have many notes for that. So we start off with the men going to Atlanta for Martell's sweet red wine tasting. We know that Melanika is going to help him plan everything. What's his name? Marceau. He says that Martez was friend zoned for 30 years. I don't get that. I mean, I guess the idea that men and women can't be platonic. And so he's saying that Martell has maintained the friend zone for 30 years, or she has maintained the friend zone for 30 years. I don't understand it. Anyways, a single man planning an event for the guys. All of them arrive and they arrive and they start calling their wives, letting them know that they've arrived. You see everybody on the phone. The men are saying they know how to be married. The house is 17,000 square feet. Is that what they said? 17,000 or 7,000? I wrote 17,000. The men are getting ready. They call their wives. They're like, okay, have fun and this and that. Letitia's saying she doesn't understand why it had to be in Atlanta. Why couldn't it be in Huntsville? They could have had it in Huntsville. Y'all don't even drink wine. So they could have had you guys could have brought the ladies. So they get downstairs and it's a room full of women. It looks like Ready to Love. I was like, what's going on here? It looked like they were scouting for, partners. Like, it was like Lewis, Montrose, Dolphin Lips, and Martez were single men and they came downstairs to mingle with these women. It was like Ready to Love. Melanika looked really nice. I liked her dress. All the women were very beautiful. It just looked like it looked weird. It looked odd. It just looked odd. I felt like the women should have already been seated. I feel like they shouldn't have been sitting there like waiting for the men in that way, the way that they were all, I felt like it could have been more professional and still yet sexy. Like, okay, we are having, dinner. We're going to be tasting Martell's wine. Have everybody sit down. So it wouldn't look so the way that it did when the men walked in there. I'm not, I'm able to, I don't know. I just thought it was, I don't know. I mean, I guess for entertainment purposes, so it can look like that. I just thought that it was off to me. I don't know. I didn't care for that. Inez, a lot of people said that it's too close to incest. The name of the the name of the wine is called Inez. So, and then Marceau says something about women fixing plates, and then Mighty Mouse says that he doesn't know that fixing plate shit. If y'all don't get the fuck out of here with that shit, who gives a fuck who fixes the plate? What does that mean? Who cares? I'm so tired of that plate fixing idea. Like, girl, Letitia's not gonna like it if a woman fix your plate. Why? Why wouldn't she? She didn't have to do it. Why you guys fight over who's gonna do the muling for somebody? Girl, fix his plate, girl, if you want to. Shit. Fix his fucking plate. Just like on P-Valley where she was like, girl, I'm paying you $10,000 to sleep with my husband. You want to trade places? Because I don't get shit to lay next to him. Okay? But a fucking headache. Fix his plate if you want to, girl. Anyway, so they have this game where the guys have to sell the wine. And I think they should have stood up. I think it should have been more fun like that, more interactive. Like, I really feel like They should have had the men sell the wine to the women standing up, and the women like in a focus group. They could have been dressed up and everything like that, but that kind of like the way that the mood that she was setting was like, that was weird to me. Anyways, I didn't like it. Maurice says, close your eyes. Maurice, he gives the best. He gives the best one. Lou was just, I was like, ugh, talking about spread your legs. Because a woman said, you know, when you swirl the wine, if it has legs, you could tell by the way that it adheres to the glass or whatever, honey. She's giving her little tips and stuff, right? And that's another thing. Like, they could have had like, what do you taste and all this other stuff. There were no place cards of what flavors were in there, what you should be tasting for. Maybe that's gonna be on the next one, because this was like maybe a soft launch. Okay, anyway. Letitia and Kimmy, they go out to eat, or they're at Black. They're just hanging out. Letitia says she's suspicious. Atlanta, Lewis, you good, more open. That was just a little clip where they were acting like Lewis and Tiffany have this kind of open relationship kind of situation. Marceau was like, not Marceau. Yeah, Marceau was like, that idea, it seemed like it's more of Tiffany's idea than it is of Lou's idea. But my whole thing, Lou is coming from a place like she doesn't have enough time. It seems like he wants to fuck, which is, I'm sorry, I just got a visual. Jesus, my eyes, Lord. I just had a visual. Okay. So that's what Marceau said, that it looked like it's more of Tiffany's idea. But my whole thing, if it's Tiffany's idea to be open and Lou is asking for sex all the time and he feels like he's being neglected, and if she's being more open, why are you still acting like you all reserved? If she's like being more open, relax, right? Unclench your jaw, right? Like, I don't know. Anyways, what things? Who are these people? Take Lewis's advice. Oh, yeah, that's what Marceau was saying. He was like, she said that they can be more open. And he was like, maybe I do need to take his advice. Because remember the last time he told him, I don't need to take advice from somebody who's just been divorced and remarried. And you act like you know everything just because you failed at a marriage. You failed at a marriage. So I'm not going to take your damn advice. Anyway, so they're going to go to the strip club. They talked about Martell, how he has a wine, he has a workout regimen, and he has a cookbook. Letitia says she's tired of the scandals and the rumors. It does affect me, but she says she has no choice. You have a choice. You have a choice. I have no choice but to trust my husband. So you should say, I am choosing to trust my husband. It's not that you don't have a choice. You have a choice. But you should say, I'm choosing to trust my husband. And until somebody comes to me with concrete evidence, with some pictures, not the back of some black man's head or something, then maybe I will consider it. But you guys don't have any proof, and it's been years and nothing's coming out. Melody evidently has the folder, like Miss Patterson, like New York's mother. She got the folder, but she ain't said nothing. She hasn't said anything, so we don't know. And they just let the haters hate, honey. They're hating on your marriage. So we see the next scene. The men are at the King of Diamonds, honey. They're at the King of Diamonds. They go upstairs, and it looks a little awkward. For some reason, the woman from the house with the blonde hair, I felt like I saw her at the strip club too. Was that just me? Because I was laying to the side taking notes like this and watching it. So I don't know if it could have been her or not. But I thought I saw that blonde lady that was at the house at the strip club. Martell tells some woman, or tells on Dolphin Lips, but that's baby number 6. The way y'all perform masculinity is so fucking lame. That's baby number 6. I'm gonna show you niggas how out of control I can be and fuck a stripper raw. Look at me. I'm a fucking man. Y'all be saying some dumb shit. And then you have niggas around who just nodding yes, like, yeah, you doing great, Marty. You doing great, Marty. Girl, I was like, these niggas is crazy. I can be the person I want to be with the drinks. I said, okay, Martinez, okay. The next day they get up, they sitting down at the table talking. Marcel said he lost his voice. Maurice said he has a hangover. He have his sunglasses on. Marcel said something about women getting left out of legacy. Usually when the woman is married, she's going to leave herself out of she's going to get left out of the legacy, because traditionally she's going to more than likely she's going to take on the man's last name, right? Like the majority of the time she's going to take the man's last name, and anything that he creates is going to have his last name, and then she's never going to change her last name because that last name has legacy. So she's not left out of the legacy. I don't know if he means like she's not the one who's producing the legacy, which is also a lie, because studies have shown, as we could see, you wouldn't have half of the shit you have if it wasn't for Letitia's credit score. Ironically, these kids have your last name, so it will look like your legacy, and that's probably why she would maintain the last name, because she is the one who in fact built the legacy. So I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Y'all get legacy by default, and that's how it's designed, for the men to be the one to give the legacy. It's so funny because I was watching Rodney's review, and he made a point of how many juniors do you know that have been named after their father, and how many juniors do you know that have been named after their mothers. I know a few women who have been named after their mothers. I do, but not as much as men. Not as much as men. The legacy for men is that's what a patriarchy is. I know y'all tired of me saying it, but what a patriarchy is, to ensure that the man's legacy is maintained. The man's legacy. That's it. Right? And then I look at Kenya Moore when she said last night, I'm building this business, and she's, in saying that she was having issues with her business, probably because of the pandemic. A lot of people had issues. But she said, this is a legacy for my daughter. Has no Mark Daly's name on it. That's a Kenya Moore legacy, right? That's why that baby Brooklyn, her name needs to be Brooklyn Doris Daly Moore. Daly should be first. Moore should be last. I wish I would have done my son's last name like that, like switched it to where my last name is the last name in the hyphenated name. But it's all good. Anyways, yes, the wind is blowing the sprinklers. I don't know if he's trying to fix them or what. So he smiled. That was nice, little man. Yeah, when you see, I don't know if you can see it. It's a lot of mist. A lot of mist. Anyways, so yeah, they end up going to this rage room. Lewis, he has, I used to call him Oompa Oompa. He has rage, sexual frustration. Marceau says he wouldn't admit that to anyone. Who else? Oh, Maurice said he had frustration because his boy had frustration. Some shit he said. He don't got nothing wrong. And they were just in there smashing. That looked like it could be fun to smash up a bunch of stuff. So they had a good time. They said it felt good and they were happy with that or whatever. The new Martell, yeah, that's what they were saying. The new Martell, I don't think you want to be the old Martell, because Mighty Mouse said that the old Marty is back. The old Marty is back. And then Dolphin Lips said, well, no, we don't want the old Marty back. He does sometimes give good advice. He does. I'm not going to take that from the top row of his, since the top row of his teeth are missing. I'm not going to take that away from him. But he does give some good advice. And he says, we don't want the old Martell back. We want this new Martell. We could see, back. So what do you think that you can do in terms of changing the dynamic, or, the relationship between you and Melody? Like, what's going on with that? What can you do to change that? He says that Melody has a dark, cold heart. And Montrose says that he made a good point. I was like, that's a really good point. He said, Martez is waiting for someone to validate that he's been done wrong. He too has been done wrong. And until someone validates his feelings with that, he's not going to take full responsibility for what happened to his marriage. Melody didn't come up pregnant with somebody else's baby. I mean, and for me, let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna tell you this now. The minute Martell placed his penis into Coleslaw's vagina, the marital contract was broken. There was no marriage after that. The contract in the marriage says, you know, for good or for bad, or good or for worse, rich, poor, sickness, health. Cheating, you're supposed to be in a monogamous relationship. Once you cheat, you break the marriage contract. There is no marriage. So whatever Melody did after Martell fucked Ariane, I don't give a fuck. So while Martell's on, she sucked somebody else's dick. No. It don't matter. It don't matter. You ended your marriage when you fucked that lady. You broke the contract. And I don't know why y'all ladies, when y'all husbands cheat on you, do you stay like, you know, sitting with your little prayer cloth, waiting? He cheated on you. He broke your marital contract. Go forth and suck whatever dick you want to suck, if that's your thing. If that's what you want to do, Melody. Give a fuck. You suck somebody else's dick. So, nigga, you got... No. You broke the marriage contract. And I'm going to say it till the day I can't say it anymore. You don't get no say. And you don't... Even though he had a point, Martell is not going to accept full accountability for what happened, because he feels like he was done wrong too. Because he keeps saying Melody cheated on him. Melody cheated on him. Melody cheated on him. When did she cheat on you? After you dissolved the marriage by sticking your penis in that lady's vagina and in anywhere else? We don't know where else. So what is she talking about? She didn't cheat on you. She didn't cheat on you. Wasn't no marriage to cheat on. There's no contract. As soon as you have a contract with, let's say you have a contract, a car payment. You have a contract for a car payment. Every month you pay your car payment. You pay your car payment. You pay your car payment. As soon as you break the contract by not paying your car payment, guess what they're going to do? They're not going to wait for you to say, well, they're going to come get your shit. And they're going to take your shit. You know why? Because you broke a contract. Ain't no more car. Ain't no more. There's something, a clause that says if you cheat on me, ain't no more marriage. And that's just how it goes. He's not been validated that he was done wrong, but he's not going to accept accountability, which it doesn't make sense, because you were wrong. You were so wrong that you couldn't even stay home during the pandemic. That's how wrong you were, girl. Anyways, Tiffany and Melody Cherie, you saw that? Tiffany and Melody Cherie, they went shopping. Thank you for coming to Utah. She talks about Lewis not being a self-starter. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm going to be behind a big nigga like that pushing him. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Pushing that big ass nigga, you got to get in his lower back. And you got to push and push. I'm not pushing no big ass nigga to self-start. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. She said he's not a self-starter. He calms her storm, and she is his starter. She's saying it's still not enough sex. I don't get it. She says she does it without asking, and he still wants more. And he was like, I come first, work comes second. Well, you know, we're Scorpios. Isn't that why you mad at Destiny now? Because she said, because you know she's a Scorpio. They talk about their love languages. She says her love language is quality time. No, affection or quality time. I think she said. Tiffany said her is quality time. And she says, which is ironic because I don't spend a lot of time. We don't spend a lot of time together. But Lewis said he wants him to come first and work to come second. And it seems like she says she doesn't feel appreciated. And then she says, do you think he's intimidated by you? She's like, I don't know. She was like, you need to ask him. I'm confused. How is it that you're intimidated by this woman, but you want to have a bunch of sex with her? And then you're not, she's saying that it's not enough. I don't know. That's stupid. He wants more sex. Yeah, they at the rage room, the pent up anger, they hitting everything. Maurice says he would not Maurice. Maurice said he's frustrated for Lewis. Child. They talk about Miss Wanda not having any boundaries. We can't tune her out. Again, Maurice starts talking about his son and how he's not self-motivated. And I'm glad that they were like, dude, he's 14. Why do I need to wake him up? Because that's part of training. That's part of the training, right? You have this child here who doesn't know nothing until you tell them. They don't. That's one thing I think parents don't even realize. It's like, these kids don't know it until you tell them. So you can't expect them to know things, right? It's messed up when we do that. You can't expect them to know things. They have to be shown first. He don't want to wake Monster up for 14. He's 14, 15 years old. He needs to be getting up on his own. No. You just got to keep training him. An alarm, right? I don't do that to the boys. What I do is I don't wake them up. I turn on a light, right? The oldest son, he has an alarm. Youngest son is like whatever. Oldest son has an alarm. I'll go and I'll turn the light on because I like to wake people up. I don't like I remember being woken up like harshly and jumped up out of your sleep. It just fucks with your nervous system. So you like to wake people up softly and smoothly or whatever. But you still have to help in that. You can't expect, like, he has an alarm, but he's still 14. So if I'm waiting to see, is he getting up? Okay, he has his alarm. He's not getting up. Okay, so I'm going to go over there and say, hey, come on, you going to get up? It's time to get up, right? You still got to remind folks. Don't be so hard. And I'm glad that they were there and they told him, like, he's 14. Wake his ass up. You're going to have to you have to train him. You have to train him. Lewis says he's frustrated about not getting enough sex or whatever. And they said sex and money is like one of the main things in the marriage. Sex and money sound like a hoe. Sound like some hoe shit. Anyway, he says in just 2 years, if you're already having issues with the marriage or frustrated about something, in 4 years it's going to be an issue. And everybody, Martell and Marceau was like, it's only been 2 years and you already complaining you're not getting enough sex. And she's saying that she gives him enough. She gives it when he doesn't even ask for it. And it really is a bad image. And I'm sorry to say, it's a bad image for a guy with his stature and his build to one, not be a self-starter, and to two, be demanding sex more than his wife is like trying to give, even though she thinks she's doing enough. That's an awful image to have. I'm sorry. It looks gluttonous and it looks greedy, and his stature doesn't help with that image. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.